Hello everybody, it's Erin and it's the start of a new month, the beginning of September, and so it's finally time for what I colored in August, of course. So the first thing, I'm going to do it in the order of how I completed things. The first thing I finished was the Witcher page from last month, which I hadn't actually ended up completing the picture for the month. I was so close. So I was able to finish this off pretty quickly once I kind of let go of the idea that I wanted it super, super realistic to the game when, you know, the picture's very stylistic. And so I just did what I could. I used some acrylic paint to make the snow and the mist, because it's a very misty morning in the scene. And so Siri is practicing really, really high up, and technically the trees, you really couldn't see them all that well, but again, it's a stylized book. So yeah, that's my Witcher picture. I finished this on the 3rd of August. And if you haven't seen the cover of the book, the thousands of times I showed it, that's the cover of the book. So yeah, I finished that. And then I had a craving for, what do you call it, for fish pictures. And I really love fish, if you didn't know. So I had a craving for fish pictures. And I didn't find the one that I necessarily wanted to color. But I did find one that was that was good enough, and then I did order a few books that were free with Amazon points. But so I colored. What I do is with Amazon prints, I scan them and I keep the covers. I scan them and then I don't use the paper. I reprint them. So that's just the cover there. This isn't the one I did. I did that another month. But I did this one. I'm not going to take it out of its packaging because it's annoying. But I did this one, which was really fun to do. And you can see all the different colors of fish and all the different details and stuff. It was really fun. And I finished this on the 15th finally, because I was working on several projects at once and streaming and everything. So there was that. I really like how the bubbles came out. I thought those were great. I like the depth that I was able to get with them. So you can see, like, I just think they're cool. And I had a lot of fun with these guys. So I really enjoy this book in general. It's a great book. It says it's a doodle book, but it's mostly just, you know, tons and tons of fish and sea animals, and that makes me happy. So that's my second page from that book. The funny thing is I keep having this goal of finishing a page in every one of my books, and this month I actually I kept coloring in pages or in books that I had already colored in. And okay, so the next one I finished was from the brand new Gorgeous Wedding Dresses. This one actually, at least, was new. And it's not this. It's this one that I finished. Let me see. I can't pan out anymore. I can't, like, back the camera up any more than this, which is kind of weird for me, but so for you to see the whole image, obviously there's still pictures at the end of the video, so don't worry about that. But this one I started on live stream. I used the revenue from my stream to purchase this book, so I always try and make sure that, especially if I purchase a book, or, you know, definitely if I'm gifted a book, I try and use it on the stream so that you guys can see me coloring it. You know, kind of not a money back guarantee, but, you know, you're getting specific use out of what has been gifted to me. So I colored this gal. I picked her out. We did a whole flip through. The video is on this channel as well as on my Twitch, but I did a full flip through, and then we colored. I mean, a good amount of things. We did a lot of chatting, but we got a lot done too. And then I just finished this off, the Neocolor background. I forgot to say, the Witcher one is colored with Copic markers and polychromos. And same with the fish, actually. It's not really important to me what people use, so I don't necessarily remember to say it, but I know some people like to know. So yeah, this one, the background is Neocolor and blended with the Tombow marker. And then the base of everything here, except for her skin, that's also Neocolor. The base of everything here is Tombow, and then colored over with polychromos. I really love how the fox came out, I have to admit. I'm actually kind of proud of that, especially his eyes. His eyes look super cute, and I know that not every detail comes through on the camera, especially when I take photos. So I tried to add some makeup to her and everything, the white of her dress, I shaded it because I always shade everything. It just looks better even if you're going to use gel pen over it. I always shade everything. So I shaded the white as it would have actual shadows, but then it glitters. I don't know if you can see it because the preview in my camera is not necessarily what comes out on the video. So I'm just going to kind of, but yeah, it's part silver and part white glitter, so, or part clear glitter rather, so that the white shines through, and then it kind of does the details. I didn't wear a wedding dress for my actual wedding because I have no interest in that, so I don't really know what they're supposed to look like really. So this is kind of just my imagining, and I love how her hair came out. I did take a photo, and I would love to see what she would look like with black hair, because that was my first image of it, but we decided on stream to go with teal, and I'm glad we did. It came out nice, so there's that. So that's that book with a finished picture in it, so it gets its little washi, and now gets to go back on my shelf. And the next one that I finished is actually the Witcher one for August, which works out. It's the anniversary of when I got this book. Technically, I started playing the game and got it last August. So, and I mean got the book last August. So I've been coloring in it for a year, trying to do a page a month, and I'm at 15 of the 45 images. So I've got 30 images to go. This one was really interesting. I don't like gold at all. I absolutely hate gold, but this is technically the Nilfgaard seal, so I had to do it, right? That's how it goes. He's the leader, you know, he's Ciri's dad, and he's the leader, and he's dressed with all the gold and the black, and yeah, so I had to put up with it for a lot. It's just a lot of gold. But the fun part is that I don't wear armor when I play Geralt. I actually, since I cheat and he can't get hurt, I just have him in his regular white shirt and pants. So I've never even seen the cat armor. It was really difficult for me to look it up and try and figure out exactly which armor he was wearing. But once I finally found it, it was interesting for me to deal with all the different colors of the cat school armor. And this is like the higher tier because I think one of the other guys wears cat armor. Pretty sure it's Lambert. But yeah, he wears cat armor, but it looks different. So this is like the higher tier of it, and I never like see any of the armors, so that was interesting for me to do. And I like how it came out. I like how his like 5 o'clock shadow type beard came out, because I usually don't bother to color with that usually, but a lot of these Geralt still has his beard, so it's not like I really have a chance to do it, because if you don't shave him in the game, then he just has his beard all the time. I do. I have him clean shaven, but he's got the 5 o'clock shadow going on. He never actually gets clean shaven. But yeah, I think in most of the pictures he has a beard. I thought there was one where he had, no. He's got a beard in every single, nope, there we are. There's one. I should add the gray to his chin, just in case. So you can sort of see it. But yeah, it's kind of his signature look for at least the third game. Oh, no, he shaved there. I forgot he shaved for that scene too, for the DLC. But yeah, see, a lot of them, I'm just used to coloring his beard. But yeah, so I'm going to try and do a few for September. In September, I start my kind of Halloween coloring because I really like Halloween, so I kind of start early. You know, like some people start Christmas at the end of Halloween. So I'm one of those ones that starts Halloween early and ignores Christmas because I'm not a fan. So the next thing that I finished was, I also did this on a live stream, but instead of starting with a blank page, we focused on the details for this one. This one's really hard to show because I did use wax pencils. I used the Caranda Ash Pablos on these, and so it's Tombow underneath and Caranda Ash Pablos on top. I don't know why I like that for this book, I just do. I've done several like that in this book. This is my 5th page in this book, and you can see it's in the way. I use these to show that I've finished a page. And like the Witcher one doesn't have any because it would be 15 flags and it's just a lot, so there's not really any point. But a book that only has 5, I might as well just do it in there. So I'll try and keep the shine off. It was really difficult to photograph, and I didn't really get it all in there. But you'll see that, like I said, you'll see the photos at the end. So for the stream, we focused on the details, and we finished a lot of the little doodle guys here. I picked the colors out and everything like that. I think I mentioned some of the colors. For the sky, I originally started with a different color. I was going for like a sunset type of thing. And the more I looked at it and the more I realized how brown and gray and natural looking this image ended up being, I really wanted that pop of blue at the top, and I think that was kind of a better choice. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but I made a good choice on my own page to make it look nice, you know, that kind of thing. So this is a really fun book. It's actually been re-released. Mine is called Exploratorium, but the re-release and the exact reprint, all the pictures are the same and everything. It's called Fright and Seek. So I just kind of try and tag both of them when I'm posting about it. But yeah, it's the same book. I don't know why they had to change the name, because it's not this has nothing to do with Halloween. This is clearly prehistoric time traveler-ness. It's not spooky or scary in any way. There are some spooky ones, like this one. This one's in a graveyard, so I'll give you that. But the one is in Candyland. Like, this one is a safari. That's not scary. So I don't understand Fright and Seek. But if you have been wanting this book and have not been able to find it, I've had mine for several years. Like, you know, you can see I've colored it a bunch. But if you've been wanting it and not able to find it, now it's re-released, so that's good. And the very last one that I did, I like to work down to the wire because I'm a total weirdo, is the second book, or the second picture in Flowers and Sweet Girls. It's the first one of, like, this series. I don't know if it's, like, a series. I don't know. I don't think it's this one. No, we did that one already. It's this one. So I did this one. It's the Freesia girl. You see Freesia. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I don't know anything about flowers because I'm not really. I really hate coloring flowers, but I love the girls in this. I'm not one of those people that color women like a whole ton, because there's so many books now that are just women and just coloring over and over and over, like, oh, she's pretty, oh, she's pretty. Okay, I'm over it. Me personally, I'm done. I would rather have my Exploratorium and my Witcher book any day. But I really like the style of the girls in this book and in the wedding book, so that's why I made that kind of exception. Anyway, long story short, I picked this one up, and you probably saw it last month. I didn't finish it last month. I finished it this month, so that's good. I got 6 things done. That's pretty good. So what I tried to do with this one is I looked up freesia flowers, and there's several different kinds. There's pink, white, and yellow, and purple. And so I wanted to incorporate all of that in here. And so I made her dress, because of the high contrast, I made her dress purple and yellow. And then the background is the pink instead of having it be the flowers, so that we still get the contrast in this, like, flower ring that's behind her. And I think it came out really nicely. I love the purple that I chose for this. The combination is good. So some of it is Inktense, most of it is just Tombow and polychromos, and then the background, this watery background, is Neocolors blended with the Tombow marker. And then I'm trying to show it. I don't know if it's actually going through, but all of the white, after I shaded it, I went over with the clear glitter pen. So yeah, it's got clear glitter on it. I don't like stickles. I don't actually own stickles because I can't even squeeze them. And I'm not a fan of regular gel pens, but the glitter gel, it's nice because I can make any color glitter, right? It's just clear, so it'll go over. So yeah, that's my pictures for the month. It was 6 pictures and only 1 new book. So that was kind of a bummer. I really should focus on, you know, making sure that all of my books, even if they're new or not, end up with a finished page in them. But I did what I could. And like I said, so September and October are going to be Halloween, spooky, monster kind of themes, and Witcher is really easy to do that in. I'm going to color this image in one of the months, either this month or next month. I'm going to color this image. I have it marked off already. I marked off 4. I'm going to try and do 2 in these 2 months, but we'll see, because I obviously have a ton of other books to do, even a ton of other Halloween themes, because that is my holiday. You know, some people are all about Christmas, some people are all about Valentine's. I'm all about Halloween. So anyway, I will see you again next month. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.